Alright, well, I got a surprise. So, like I was saying earlier, I ordered a different printer. And we can get this out of the box here. Should be in a Amazon box first. And then that box should also be the other box. I guess we'll see. Wow.
I see that guy in Bakersfield selling another amplifier. I just happened to scroll on QTH and saw it.
Big Amazon box had like...
No, I definitely do not. But I just just read it. The guy's out in Bakersfield, that's his call.
What do you think it is?
Yeah, this is weird. Why, let me text you. Because I want to say it over the air.
Ships from Elegoo, USA, Cerritos, California. Ship to Amazon Services, Lakeland, Florida. Created 12/5/2023. We've had this sitting there for a while. I'm looking to make sure I don't make the same mistake I did with the other printer, where I opened it up upside down. And then I had to deal with the box. Couple of check marks on it here. Okay. They get their own Elegoo tape, huh? No. They tape the hell out of this like it's been opened before. I don't know. I don't like that. How the hell does this tape not line up? If they didn't already open this stupid thing.
That's an ICW call anyway. But you know him, right? That's your buddy. Yeah, I don't think so.
So this to me looks like it's been opened before. The tape,
Okay.
where it says Elegoo.
Why do I think you were friends with him? That's weird. Okay.
Huh. I'm hoping they didn't send me a return. But it does look like it. See, there's lettering on here, and the lettering doesn't match up. I don't know why it would be crooked.
I'm not even sure how to pronounce that name. Well, I text you again, but yeah, okay.
Very strange.
That's strange. But man, you must be handling an estate.
They're all crooked before I even cut them open.
Because there's calls there, but it says in the description it says estate. So those two didn't know each other. Now that I think about it.
And the printing on the bottom is normal.
Oh, okay. So there's some steppers up for sale, huh?
So that tells me
Yeah,
if somebody opened this box,
I could text him and ask him.
it looked.
Well, no, you remember. I know you were. Well, maybe you forgot, but
Let's see, two pieces of
I know we
tape.
talked about this.
Like they ripped off part of the tape. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably did. You know, I never forget.
I always notice weird stuff like that, and what pisses me off with Amazon is that there's just been lots of strange stuff going on.
Yeah, I had two of those things come down. One came down in a freak storm. Everything destroyed, and he replaced it all. And I think it was a month, not even a month later, they finally got the new antenna, power, everything, had to replace all of it. A month later, he texted me,
Right.
it's down again.
I'm gonna put this on the floor.
Cell over there and just flattened it twice back to back.
Wow, that's bad mojo for sure.
Like he did strike twice in the same place. Yeah, he texted me. He said, "You're not even going to believe this." It was like late one night, and I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "It's down. The same thing happened. It broke at the same section." I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah. It's like when lightning strikes, go, what's the chance of it happening again? Well, it's not zero.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I had to text him and catch up with him. Real nice guy. But yeah. If you ever drive down that way, you've probably seen the antenna because it's property just off one of the main roads right there, and you know you can see it. But yeah, I don't know if he put a third one up or not. I don't know because I haven't been down there.
All right, so this thing is really bad instructions, and it shows the installation of this cable here. It doesn't show any of this stuff being hooked up. I mean, like literally, it doesn't explain anything. It's absent from the picture. There's this cable guide here that goes here somehow, some way, and basically I think if you put it like right here, it'll thread in, and the cable is probably going to hit this. So I can't see any reason I'd want to stick that thing on there like that. I know this is a problem. Like, why couldn't they make this better? This is absolutely stupid. But you can tell they want it to be on here like that. But it's going to be really close to that screw. So I'm not going to install it that way. These both are threaded. There's a little peg here, and I'm going to thread it right there. It's going to come around the back. But I need to look at this manual just a little bit better. And then it wants this runout sensor up here. I don't like that up there either. Because I don't always run my spool up here. And unfortunately, here's this piece here. So for the runout sensor. And if we really, oh my God, this is terrible. There's like, so you need to inspect these really good. Here's some wires right here going to the LED lights. And they're basically almost touching this timing belt up here. I see lots of things I don't like. And this one is considerably more difficult to put together than, like, say, the Ender, because, well, not like the Ender, but the Ender 3 V3 SE, because you got to put this print head on here. You have to put the screws on the front. You got to put this on the back here. You kind of, you got to be careful. You're setting it on the table. I don't like it. And then hang the edge of the thing off the table and install these down here. After having all these other printers, I can't believe how small this print bed looks to me. It looks absolutely tiny. But anyway, I don't want that up there, but I think for now I'm just going to deal with it. So the bags are labeled nicely, but the instructions, they hide the cables that are coming out of here, and they don't really show you any of that information. But I already know that. Here we go. We have X right here. We've got Z. These have got to be connected, and then this is going to be for, I don't know, run out sensor. Yeah, I don't care for this at all. But I think since this has to go all the way up, I think we'll let's bring this up to the top. Okay, so that's the top of its travel all the way. So my instructions are telling me to put the holder and the runout sensor up there, and then it kind of vaguely shows me this little thing. It says, when installing the clamp, you will need to first organize the cables and bunch them together before securing the clamp. Be sure to leave enough slack for the hot end to travel freely to each side up and down. And then in the next picture, they've got you putting this ridiculous blower fan on here, and then they're showing you hooking up the different sensors. But it's like, they should have probably showed you that already. So these ones down here are pretty much explanatory because they can only go certain ways. So this one here, I just want to get it in here correctly to where we don't have to twist and put too much strain on anything. Let's see, where they have this orientated. So I totally can appreciate what they did with the Soval SV06, because without the the sensorless homing and all that, it does really make things pretty simple. Now, what in the hell are they thinking here? This doesn't even fit in there. So what I might do, and this is not even the right size. I think there's something on printables for this. So it's totally not even the right size. So I think what you would want to do, because if you put it on here like this, okay, this cable, you have to squish it up, and this is like, no, this is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've seen ever. Like, you want me to fold this ribbon cable? No. But anyway, we would put it like this, and it was still, even if it's right here, it still could touch. So I'm not 100% sure the best way to do this, but if it was over here, it's definitely going to touch. Yeah, I think everybody knows about this, but anyway, they wanted it to be like this. Where'd it go? Right there, and that's, the cable is wider than the output of this. That's never going to work. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. Is this maybe upside down? I mean, like, what, am I missing something here? This is retarded. Can we put it upside down? No, it doesn't fit in there. So anyway, this is a terrible design, and we're gonna put it in here like this. I want to see something. I'm gonna mock it up. Wrong Allen wrench. Wrong one. Wrong. I don't know what to do with the other one. It's probably over here. So yeah, this is terrible. Like, what were they thinking? Really, really, really stupid. All you do is print the plastic a little bit wider. Look at this. I'm not putting that in there. Now, if I put it in there like that, this is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Why would you do this? This is dumb. Dumb. Dumb and dumber. Okay. And then now that doesn't want to go into there. There we go. So what we would be better off to do is take this right here, okay, and just put a frickin' zip tie on the damn thing. And I know it looks tacky and I know it looks stupid, but it's certainly better than their method of whatever the hell they were thinking. Let's go ahead and tighten that up. And I think that they gave you some zip ties, actually. Because that's like, buying something that comes with duct tape. Yeah, they give you zip ties. Like, why are you giving me zip ties? Because this thing's a complete pile of crap. And I don't like that. I think I got some other zip ties somewhere else. I'm trying to find them. I would rather use a piece of solid gauge wire that I can easily just remove, or a twister, or something else other than a zip tie. So, what I'm going to do here, I've got some wire. They did not give you any nippers. Interesting. I just noticed that. So you don't get nippers with this, or if you do, I didn't. And I guess we'll have to check their packing list, but so I'm just gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna come right here with it. I'm just gonna wrap that up, hold it underneath. It can sit there like that. It's not going to rub into this. Yes, it would look fine with a zip tie, but for right now, this is what I'm going to do, because until I actually use it and print with it, I don't want to make anything permanent, because I don't know how well it's going to work. Now, I don't know what's up with that, if this is for the runout sensor. This is for the runout sensor. So what in the hell does this go to? That's a very good question. Is there another wire on the print head? We've got our limit switch over here. We've already got that hooked up. So I got to look in here and see what they got it going to. I really don't know what the hell this is. It's 2 wires. And is it to the light? Because the light looks like it's already wired, but maybe I'm wrong. So down here I have hooked what looks like 2 wires and a 3-wire connector. And then we've got this, we've got that, and so and we need to remember to, okay, so we have an X-axis limit switch. That one is a 3-wire connector anyway. Then they show some other stuff. They're not showing that wire. That's interesting. I must be missing something. I wonder. Okay, so if you're wondering like I am, what that other wire goes to, I remember watching a video and a guy explained it. It goes to this auxiliary fan that everybody said was probably installed as an afterthought, because it's not even in the manual. The manual does not show this connection. It shows the fan, but they made a mistake because they don't show the wires being hooked to it anywhere. And it just goes on to the next page for the display operation. So, yeah, so that's an error in the manual, okay? And it's obviously the length is the correct length, so yes. So, okay, so now that we've got that figured out, I can finish doing the rest of this. Yeah, this fan, they didn't tell you to hook the wires to it, so anyway. I thought it was something like that, but I wasn't sure. And boy, this thing is janky, janky, janky. I do not like how they have that filament holder on here. That is absolutely stupid. But let's go ahead and get that dealt with. We'll get it up there. And I guess this is supposed to go this way. So now that this is on here, it kind of blocks where I need to install. Lovely. So the nice part about this is I don't exactly have to guess what the screws are like some of the other companies. That's cool. They tell me to use the PM4 number 18 bag. We have PM4 number 18 two pieces. That's going to be these for the filament holder. I don't want the filament holder up here, so that's definitely something that needs to get modified. This does feel extremely stable, like compared to the Ender V3 SE. Yeah, this is rock solid. And there's a little gap under the motor here, so I think if you really wanted to, you probably could print something. We need to get this one here first, or this one here first, and move it. And okay. I wish I knew what I did with my other Allen wrenches. See, because a lot of these, they're really kind of a pain if you don't have the right length of Allen wrench, because it won't clear things. So this one here, you see, it's in my way. So now actually, I'm gonna have to come in here now and have to loosen this one. I mean, this is like, I don't know. I mean, they could have come up with a better design than this. This is retarded. So we got the, whatever you call these type of nuts. I don't like them. These bar nuts. Yeah, bar nuts. Okay. All right, so why does that look backwards? This connector's over here. That doesn't look right. Oh, man. This frickin' thing is retarded. Okay. Well, let me look here and see, make sure I didn't do something stupid. They want this facing forwards or backwards? So I guess they want it like this, and then they want this wire, so you can't even go real far with it. So they want this wire here. Okay. So I guess they want this like that. That don't make sense. You got to be kidding me. Is that how this is supposed to really be? No, this seems like this is backwards. But they have the printing right there. Where is this supposed to go? I think what it is I wasn't really looking at the design close enough. And so I guess this must be supposed to go like here. It looks to me like it should be the other way around, but in fact, yeah, man. This wire isn't long enough. They have this little plastic piece right here to cover it, but I don't have enough wire here. And I don't know. I'm getting irritated with this thing already. I've put together a couple of other printers and none of them were like this. This is stupid. Well, they definitely show this thing the way that I installed it. They definitely show you. See the stripes on the front of that post? Okay. They're extremely vague. They don't show the wire or anything, nothing. So when we're looking at the front of this thing here, well, we want this, for looks, to be centered with the logo. Oh, there's a runout sensor hole on both sides. Well, that's what we'd missed. Okay. So, yeah, I knew that just didn't seem right. Okay, that's my fault. And it's about kicked over the camera. So anyway, that's my fault. I didn't see it on the other side. So let's go ahead and get this thing. We've got it where it needs to be, almost. We're to make sure it's completely centered up. And we get in over here. I thought, man, why would you put it over here? Like, but they did provide a mount on both sides, so I guess that's the idea if you wanted to put it. I just don't like this. See, you're putting unnecessary weight on the back of this. You're putting 2.5 pounds on the back of this. It's stupid. I watched the printers bounce around because of that weight, so that's why I don't like it. I know it's an issue. We're going to put this here, and then we're going to put the weight here. So maybe, you know, I don't know, it might be evenly distributed once you get done with everything. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this crap in here. Good Lord. It's also, when I read their manual, it seems like everything is backwards. Like, I'm left-handed, so I'm already backwards as it is, but like, I look at their manual and it doesn't seem like it's right. Like, it's more like Chinese, left to right, right to left, you know, kind of thing, maybe. But not quite, it just doesn't quite seem correct. Okay, so we got this here. This is, to me, this is super janky. I mean, he could have came up with something better. I mean, mount it to the damn print head, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ. Stupid. And then I got to mount this dumbass fan on here. This thing's gigantic. Okay. Now, I believe I skipped that step because I was concerned with the rest of this crap. So, the manual has writing in certain places, and other places just really, really vague. PM4, number 45s. And that's going to be these long ones. 3 pieces. Okay. Yeah, this is a ridiculous fan. I don't know, am I going to need this fan? Like, I'm printing PETG exclusively almost. I do like how they have, you could just turn the fan off. So we get this thing in there, and we'll start with the center one first. I mean, I don't know. I guess it was a good idea. I guess better to have it than not, right? I mean, you know, if you need it, you need it. But if you don't need it, you just turn it off. So that's cool. So I'm definitely excited to test this thing out, and I'm still waiting on Amazon to refund me for the Ender. And so my Solvol SV06 Plus, I printed some parts that I wasn't able to successfully print on the SE, and they came out perfect. So I've probably discussed this before, but every time that I printed parts that fit together, like a screw and a bolt and a nut and a thread, anything threaded, anything meant to fit into each other, did not fit, okay? Worse than an O.J. Simpson glove. So, I had issues with that, and when I printed, let me see if I can, I was going to show you guys what it was. I have it sitting over here. one of these. So I printed these, and I had to like clean everything up. I printed this exact same thing on the Sobel SV06. Perfect. Even though the print was like too fast or something, there was some artifacts in it. Still perfect. I didn't have to screw around with anything. I've never ever printed anything on that ender where it worked. It was always a lot of sanding and getting the knife out and cutting stuff. It was ridiculous. But I like how they give you 2 nozzles. There is one in here. They give you the USB. But they also give you, it says free gift, giveaway. They give you an SD card with a card reader. So that's cool. I really think that's cool. So okay, so we're gonna get all our bags here, and we're just gonna start putting things back into the other bag. Let me stick. I'm gonna stick all these in here, but we're just about done. I don't know what's this thing's kind of funky. So it's designed. There's no bearing or anything like that, but it's designed strange. It's kind of cheesy. So I think we got all our bags done. I don't know. I'm hoping I don't end up having to return this thing either. And the thing is, the original printer that I returned, the Ender 3v3 SE, was bought with money from the channel from Amazon affiliate links. And so what's going to happen is that money, when it does finally come back, assuming they don't screw me, is it can only be spent on Amazon. I paid for this with cash. I mean, I paid for this out of my pocket, so if I have to return it, I don't have to worry about it going back on an Amazon gift card. It's going to go back on my credit card, so that's fine. And I really don't like the process of returning a printer on Amazon. It's really a pain. You've got to take the printer down to UPS. You can't take it to Kohl's. And then they dick around, and then they send it here, and they send it there. And then eventually it'll get to some kind of Amazon place. And then they say within 30 days they'll inspect it and give you your refund. And it possibly, if they want to be upset with you and say, like, for example, I forgot to put the, I've got a bag of screws down here. When I took the thing apart, I had a little bag of screws, and I forgot to put them in there with the printer. And I'm not 100% sure I put the power cord in there. Usually what I do with these power cords is I don't use them because I've already got ones. So I take their power cord, I just leave it, I put it back in the box or whatever, or put it somewhere else. But I forgot to give them their nipper pliers and a bunch of the screws. So, literally could get screwed for leaving out the screws, because it says right there in their deal that if they want to, they can do a partial refund or no refund at all. So you send back the printer and they say, oh, well, this is junk. You broke this, even though I'm sending it back because it's broken and it doesn't print right. You can say, well, this is broken, but we're just going to keep it and your money. No refund. And I have read stories on other products and other things where they have mentioned that. Nice that they do give you this piece here. It does go through a brief auto leveling thing on here. It does tell you to switch the switch on the back, which they're always going to be on 230. So if you're in the United States, just make sure you switch it, because you'll be sorry if it blows up. Usually, it's more likely to blow up the other way around. You're in Europe and this thing's on 115 and you plug it in, you're going to be in trouble. But it ships with a US cord. Why don't they switch the back of the printer? So they're just showing you how to use the print head, and they say before using the machine, it is recommended to apply grease on the surface of the optical shaft? What the freaking hell is the optical shaft? And by the way, these almost look funny, but they're rods shoved into the aluminum, which I guess is a cool idea. And a lot of people don't mention this, but this printer has rods down the bottom too. And I didn't actually know that ahead of time. The print bed cable is kind of coiled up in a funny fashion. It looks like it's got a pretty good strain relief on the back. So what they want you to do, they say before using the machine, it is recommended to apply grease on the surface of the optical shaft to assume smooth sliding on the bearing, and the user can also apply it irregularly according to the subsequent use of the machine. They show this as being the optical shaft. That's a really weird name for, boy, let me tell you, this is snug as hell. There is no play in this. None at all. I'll be damned. It is smooth. There's already kind of some assembly grease on here. So, would probably be wise to put a little bit on here before we start it. So, I will definitely do that. There's no reason to be stupid and not put it on and then go, oh my god, this thing is wearing funny. So, I didn't get nippers, and I'm wondering if I was supposed to. Let me see here. Okay, we got a grease mark on the manual already. Notes. Machine parameters. Temperatures. Specification. Print speed 30 to 500 millimeters a second. Okay. Contents. Yeah, no nippers. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm trying to figure out what I do with my other ones. I got these ones. I've had these forever. CHPs. I actually busted off part of it and just took a grinder and put an edge on it again. Okay. Let's get this thing greased. Hopefully nothing comes flying out. Yep. I knew it. They always do that. I hate doing this with the machine off too, because you know it produces voltage. So really you should probably do this with it on. And the bottom needs to be done also. This grease is kind of watery. I don't know what it would be. It's the Elegoo, the goo grease. Such a weird name for a company, Elegoo. Yeah, have you seen Ellie's goo? Some nasty stuff. Okay. So, I'm going to have to switch this around. It's amazing how small this is, because I just took a full-size printer off this table. I was like, almost small enough to where I could probably put 3 printers on this table. In fact, I could definitely fit 3 of these on here, but not my other ones. Okay, so we've got most of everything. I don't know why they include this filament in here. This is ridiculous. Even Creality gave me more than that. So it's okay. I'm not running any of that crap in here. I need to get like this spool. I'll run it through here, let it go across here. So we'll probably start with that. So give me a few and I'll do a test print. But that's basically my assembly of this thing and my critiquing and pointing out certain things. So we'll catch you guys later.